Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, good evening everyone. Welcome to another biology lesson. So in this video we are revising biology paper 1 for the year 2014. So if you are logged in right now, let me know in the chat that you're able to get me. Let me know if you are loud and clear and the video is okay. That will actually be quite helpful. So make sure, in case maybe the video is stuck, try to reload again so that we can actually get to know. Okay, so I'm simply waiting for you guys. Once I see that we are 10 in the stream, I'll be able to actually move to the question, then we can start our revision work for this evening. Okay, so far I'm seeing 2 current. So okay, so that will actually be quite helpful. So if you're able to get me, let me know in the comment section. Okay, good evening to you too. Glad to see that you are logged in. That's good. Good evening. Hope you had a blessed day. I'm fine, thank you. I'm actually good. I was looking forward to seeing you guys. Hope you had enjoyed your weekend. I was looking forward to seeing you guys again in the lesson. Okay, we are at 7. Okay, all right, good to know the video is loud and clear. That's very good. Okay, all right, so far so good. You can see we are about 8 right now in the stream, waiting for at least we reach our magic number of 10, then we can get started. Oh, good evening to you too, Prudence. Okay, yes guys, still waiting on your part. All right, we're at 8. Okay, so just 2 more, then we get started. All right, we're at 9 now. All right, who's our lucky number 10? Okay, still waiting. All right, that's good. Okay, good evening to you guys too. Oh yeah, so this evening we are looking at grade 12 biology paper 1 for the year 2014, so that we can then get this started and then we can move on. All right, so we've met our requirement. We are at least 10 right now in the stream, so I will simply get started now. So this is the question paper we are looking at. This is biology paper 1 for grade 12 for the year 2014. So this paper was written on 7th October 2014. So let's get on with our revision. So we'll start with question number 1. Okay, so question number 1 says, which process is not carried out by all living organisms? So here we are looking at the characteristics of living organisms. So which characteristic or process is not carried out by all living organisms? So make sure when you want to attempt the question, make sure you write the question number as well as the letter the option you've actually chosen. So A, we have nutrition. B, photosynthesis. C is respiration, and D, reproduction. So which one is not carried out by all living organisms? Yes guys, so which process is not carried out by all living organisms? We have A, nutrition. B, photosynthesis. C, respiration, and D, reproduction. Okay, very good. Yes, so B is not carried out by all living organisms. This is only carried out by plants. So only plants are able to carry out the photosynthesis. So that was the correct answer. Great job. Okay, moving on to question number 2. The diagram below shows 4 specialized cells not drawn to scale. Which of these cells can move on their own? So which cells can move? We have A, which is the red blood cell. A, number 1, red blood cell. 2, sperm cell. 3, it's a phagocyte. And 4, that this is the phloem. So A, we have 1 and 2. B, we have 1 and 3. C, 2 and 3. And D, 2 and 4. So which cells can actually move? Is it the red blood cell, the sperm cell, or the white blood cell, which is a phagocyte, and the 4, which is the phloem vessel? So which cell can actually move on its own? So the cells which can actually move, it's 1, the sperm cell is able to move because of the presence of the tail. So the tail enables it to move, as well as the phagocyte. So this is able to move by amoebic movement. It will move by its pseudopodium. So the correct answer here is C. The correct answer is 2 and 3. So white blood cells can actually move on their own, as well as the sperm cell. Very good. Nice work, guys. Next question we have is question number 3. The diagram below shows 2 organisms belong to phylum Arthropoda. Now together, so we have X and Y. So to which classes do these organisms belong to? So X and Y, we have A, organism X. This is the Arachnida insecta, or B, Arachnida insecta, or C, insecta and D, Arachnida, or D, insecta and D, crustacean. Yes, guys. So to which class do these organisms belong to? They belong to phylum Arthropoda. So this is under classification. So we have organism X and organism Y. So here we have a cockroach, and the Y, we have the spider. So to which classes do these organisms belong to? So is it A, Arachnida insecta, B, Arachnida insecta, or C, insecta Arachnida? So the cockroach will belong to class insecta, while the spider belongs to Arachnida. So the correct answer here is C. Nice job, guys. Very good. Yes. So 3, the correct answer is C. Okay. Okay. Question 4. The graph below shows the concentration of carbon dioxide in air surrounding a plant measured over a period of 24 hours. So we have X, we have the graph increasing, then it's reduced, and then increased again. So this is the carbon dioxide concentration. So what explains the change in carbon dioxide concentration during the period X? Okay, so light intensity and the plant response. So we are saying A, darkness, response, respiration. Process is respiration taking place. Or B, we have darkness, then transportation. Or C, daylight, photosynthesis. Or D, daylight and the respiration. So which one do you think is the correct response? Why the carbon dioxide concentration here increased at X? So what is taking place at question number 4? Yes, guys. So we have carbon dioxide increasing, then it reduced, then increased again. So we have a period from 0 to 12 hours to 24 hours. So what is taking place at A? Excellent job, guys. Yes, the correct answer here is A. So this is darkness, and at night, that is when plants carry out respiration, because if there's no sunlight, no photosynthesis will be there to use up the carbon dioxide for respiration. So here the correct answer is A for question number 4. So we have darkness and the respiration. So respiration will produce carbon dioxide. Don't forget that time. Very good responses, guys. Please keep up the energy. So what substances do plants make using nitrate ions? Okay, so here nitrate ions we have used, not used line. A, chlorophyll, proteins, glucose. Or B, chlorophyll only. Or C, proteins and glucose. Or D, glucose only. So what do we need nitrates for? Question number 5. Yes, guys. So nitrates, what are they used for in plants? Is it A, to make chlorophyll and proteins, or B, to make chlorophyll only, or C, to make protein and glucose, or D, to make glucose only? So question number 5, yes, the correct answer here is A. Well done, guys. So you need nitrates to make chlorophyll and the proteins. That's why nitrates, we find that the leaves will be very green because proteins are being made and also chlorophyll is being produced, because you need nitrate to form amino acids. Next question is question number 6. The table below shows results of testing food. Which food is milk? So key, the tick is for positive and the X is for negative test. Okay, so A, milk, it's saying milk contains starch as well as proteins. Okay, B, milk contains reducing sugar. Or C, milk contains starch only. Or D, milk contains reducing sugars and the proteins. So we have the iodine test for starch, Burette test for Benedict test for reducing sugars, and the Burette test for proteins. So what does milk contain? Is it starch and the proteins, or B, reducing sugars only, or C, starch only, or D, it contains sugars and the proteins? Very good. Yes, guys. You are right there. The correct answer here is D. Milk will contain sugar and as well as the proteins. So it will contain both sugar and protein. There's no starch in milk. Very good. Okay. Moving on to question number 7. So 7 says the diagram shows a section through a villus. So we have the villus here, which is labeled 1, 2, and we have 3 and 4. What sequence correctly describes the function of the numbered parts? So we have 1, which is the blood vessel. So this is the blood vessel. Okay. Then we have 2, which is the lacteal. Okay. Then we have 3, which is the goblet cell. So this is a goblet cell. Okay. Then we have 4, which is the epithelial cell. Okay. So here we are saying A, transport digested fats. So we are saying they need 2, transport glucose, 3, absorb digested food, 4, produce mucus. Then B, 1, transports digested fats, 2, transports glucose, 3, produces mucus, 4, absorbs digested food. Or C, A, transports glucose, 2, transports digested fats, 3, absorbs digested food, and 4, produces mucus. Or D, transports glucose, 2, transports digested fats, 3, produces mucus, and 4, absorbs the digested food. So which one do you think is the correct functions for the blood vessel, the lacteal, the goblet, and the epithelial cell? Yes, guys, what do you think is the option for question number 7? Excellent work. The correct answer for question number 7 is D. Okay, so D is the correct answer. So blood capillaries will transport glucose. The lacteal transports what? Fats. Then the goblet cell is the one which produces mucus, and the epithelial cells absorb digested what? Food. That's why the only one cell they kind. So that's why here D is the correct what? Answer. Excellent job. Okay. All right. Next question we have is question number 8. The following is the dental formula of a carnivore. So we have incisors, 3/3, canines 1/1, premolars 1/2, molars 1/2. What is the total number of teeth in the mouth of this carnivore? Let's get our calculations on. What do you think is the total number of teeth in this animal? So we have our dental formula here. So A7, B 14, C 28, and D 32. What do you think is the correct answer for question number 8? Yes, guys? So we have our dental formula for the carnivore. We have incisors, we have upper jaw 3, lower jaw 3, canines upper jaw 1, lower jaw 1, premolars upper jaw 1, lower jaw 2, then molars upper jaw 1 and lower jaw 2. So what is the total number of teeth in the mouth of this carnivore? Okay. Alright, so to calculate the total number of teeth for using the dental formula, first add all the teeth altogether. After adding all the teeth, then multiply by 2. So what we do is we say 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2. Then the whole thing we multiply by what? By 2. So 3 plus 3, that's 6, plus 1, 7, plus 1, 8, plus 1, 9, plus 2, 11, plus 1, 11 plus 1, that is 12, plus 2, 49. So it will be 14 times 2. So 14 times 2, that gives us what? 28. So 28 is the total number of teeth. So the correct answer is C. Great job, everyone. You can see that at this on the dental formula, you've actually understood it. Okay, we move on to question number 9. Which of the following are the functions of the xylem? Okay, we have A, absorption. So A, we are saying it's able to it is in charge of conduction and support. B, support only. C, absorption and conduction. D, absorption only. So the tick is the tick, correct function. X, not a function of the xylem. So which of the following are the functions of the xylem? Okay, so we have A, conduction and support. B, support only. C, absorption and conduction. And D, we have absorption only. So which one is the correct answer for question number 9? Alright, excellent job, guys. The correct answer is A. So A is the correct answer. The function of the xylem is to conduct. It conducts water from the roots to the leaves, and it provides support due to lignification of the xylem. Next question we have is question number 10. The diagram below shows a potted plant which was left in the open air for 8 hours. So before and after 8 hours. Which environmental condition caused the change illustrated in the diagram? So we can see here our plant is wilting. So what will cause it to wilt? So here we have temperature, humidity and light intensity. A, temperature is high, humidity is high, light intensity is high. B, temperature high, humidity low, light intensity high. Or C, temperature low, humidity high, light intensity low. Then D, temperature low, humidity low, light intensity low as well. Okay, so here we are looking at factors that will affect the rate of transpiration. So this question again is we looked at it once a while back again, if you still remember. We had a similar question like this one again. I've forgotten exactly which year, but I can remember we answered the question like this one. Okay, so when you come to the factors that affect the rate of transpiration, we have temperature, humidity, light and wind. But when you come to temperature, high rate of transpiration. Humidity is the only one which works in opposite. So when you have high humidity, you have low transpiration. So low transpiration is low humidity will increase will cause high transpiration, and light intensity, high transpiration as well. So here the correct answer is what? B. Excellent, guys. I can see we paid attention last time. So high temperature, low humidity and the high light intensity. that is how transpiration occurs. So don't forget about humidity. Humidity is the only rate where when it's low, that's when the rate becomes high. All right, moving on to question number 11. The diagram below shows an external view of a mammalian what? Heart. Okay, so we have blood vessels 1, 2, 3, and 4. So what are the numbered structures? So we are looking for the aorta, coronary artery, pulmonary artery, and vena cava. Out together. So which one are they? Okay. Yes, guys. So which one here is the aorta? Which one is the pulmonary artery? Which one is the vena cava? And which one is the coronary artery? Yes, guys. Very good. Yes. So here, when you look at one will be the aorta. So this one will be the aorta. This one will be the pulmonary artery. Then 3 is the coronary artery. Then 4 is the vena cava. Okay, so mean that here our correct answer is what? B. Very good. The aorta is 1, 3 is the coronary artery, 2 is the pulmonary artery. So we have coronary artery, pulmonary artery, and 4 the vena cava. Excellent, guys. So B is the correct what? Answer. All right. Next question we have is question number 12. Okay. So question number 12 says the diagram below shows 3 blood vessels in a transverse section. We have 1, 2, and 3. In which order would blood flow through these vessels, passing from the heart through the lungs and back to the heart? So we are starting from the heart, then we go to the lungs, and then back to the what? To the heart. So how is blood going to move? So we have blood vessel 1, 2, and 3. So is it A, from 1 to 2 to 3, or B, 2 to 3 to 1, or C, 3 to 1 to 2, or D, 3 to 2 to 1? Yes, guys, which one do you think is the correct answer? Question number 12. Yes, guys. Okay, very good. Yes, guys, so don't forget here we always say blood always leaves the heart through arteries and returns to the heart through what? Veins. Very good. Then when it's around organs, it passes through capillaries altogether. So here is a matter of identifying which one is the artery, which one is the vein. So capillaries are 1-celled thick, so our 1 is our capillaries. Okay, so 1 is the capillary. Okay, then if you look at 2, it has got thin walls and a wider lumen, so this is a what? A vein. Okay, then 3, you can see this one, the walls are thick and the lumen is narrow, so this is a what? An artery. So meaning that here blood from the heart will pass through vein 3 altogether. When it reaches the lungs, it will go to 1, which is the capillary, then back to the heart through the vein. So the correct answer here is C. Excellent job. So our answer is C, guys. Very good. Okay, so that was the correct answer. All right, moving on to question number 13. Which of the following processes do not use which of the following processes do not use energy released by respiration? Okay, so A, diffusion of carbon dioxide across the alveoli walls, or B, selective reabsorption of glucose from the glomerulus filtrate, C, transmission of nerve impulses through the nerves, or D, uptake of potassium ions by root hair cells from the soil. So which process does not use the energy from respiration? We have A, diffusion of carbon dioxide across the alveolus wall, B, selective reabsorption of glucose from the glomerulus, C, transmission of nerve impulses from neurons. Then D, uptake of potassium ions by root hair cells from the soil. Okay, 13, which one is not using energy? Very good, guys. Yes, the one which does not use energy is diffusion. Very good. So diffusion is a passive process. So diffusion of carbon dioxide does not need what? Energy. So 13A was the correct answer. Great job, guys. Okay, moving on to question number 14. 3 tests were carried out on expired and inspired air. Which results would occur if you which result would occur for expired air? Okay, so we have air bubbled through lime water for 1 minute, temperature of air, then time, seconds for a candle to be extinguished in air. Okay, so air, lime water becomes cloudy, temperature we have 35 degrees Celsius, fire extinguished, the candle being blown off, it will only take 3 seconds. Okay, B, remains clear, temperature 35 degrees Celsius, time to extinguish the candle 20 seconds. C, becomes cloudy, temperature 28, time to extinguish the candle 20 seconds. Then D, remains clear, temperature 28 degrees Celsius, and time to put out the candle 30 seconds. Okay, so which one will show expired air? So expired air will contain carbon dioxide, so meaning that the lime water becomes milky, and the temperature of the air increases because it's coming out from the body, so the temperature will be warmer, almost close to the body temperature. Then since it contains carbon dioxide, it will also put out the flame quickly. So that's why here A is the correct word answer. Very good. Okay. Next question is question number 15. The diagram below shows 4 flasks which are set up to investigate conditions needed for germination. In which experiment will seeds germinate most quickly? So we're looking at where germination will occur first time. So flask A, we have dry cotton wool with seeds stored at 18 degrees Celsius. Flask B, it contains hot water and cotton wool, then it is stored at 18 degrees Celsius. Then flask C, it has got seeds with wet cotton wool. This one is stored at 18 degrees Celsius. Flask D is stored at 2 degrees Celsius. So where is germination going to take place faster? Yes, guys, where will germination take place faster? Is it flask A, which has got the dry cotton wool with seeds and kept at 18, or flask B, which has got hot water and stored at 18 degrees Celsius, or flask C, which has seeds with wet cotton wool stored at 18 degrees Celsius, or D, which is stored at 2 degrees Celsius. So which one will germinate faster? Excellent work, guys. Yes, the flask where germination will take place faster will be flask C. Remember the conditions needed for germination. We need the moisture, meaning that we need water should be available, we need oxygen, and we require a suitable temperature. Those are the 3 things, right? So since here the temperature is 18, germination will be faster. At 2, it's quite cold, enzymes will be inactive, right? So C is the correct answer. Alright, next question we have is question number 16. The diagram below shows the life cycle of a housefly. Which stage spreads the cholera pathogen? Okay, so which stage will spread cholera pathogen? Is it A, B, C, or D? The adult, the eggs, the larva, or the pupa? Which one will be transmitting cholera or spreading cholera? Yes, guys, which one will be spreading cholera? So the diagram is showing the life cycle of the housefly. So which stage will be spreading the pathogen of cholera? Yes, guys? Oh, excellent work, guys. Yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. Yes, the correct answer is A. The adult is the one which spreads what? Coralline. So the correct answer is what? A. Well done, guys. That was very good. So that is the one which is able to transmit chorea. Okay. So next question we have is question 17. The excretory products are eliminated through seeds of groundnuts. So what excretory products are eliminated through seeds of groundnuts? Altogether, is it A, anthocyanins, B, latex, C, lipids, and D, resins? Yes, guys. 17. Which one do you think is the waste product in groundnuts? Is it anthocyanins, or B, latex, or C, lipids, or D, resins? Okay. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. All right. Excellent work. Yes, the correct answer here is this C. The oil is the waste in the seed of what? Groundnuts. So that is the waste product which is excreted. So we have lipids. So the correct answer is C. Great job, guys. Okay. Next question is 18. The diagram below shows the structures associated with the human kidney. So we have so we have blood coming. So this is coming from the heart. So this is the artery. This is going away. So this is the vein. Okay. So we have P, Q, and R. So what are the relative concentrations of urea in P, Q, and R? All together. So yes. So P, this is the renal artery. Okay. Q is the renal vein, and R is the ureter. What will be the concentration? So A, it will be higher, higher and low, or B, high, low, high, or C, low, low and high, or D, low, high and D, low. Okay. So how will be the concentration? Yes, guys. So the function of, so what you have to remember here is that the function of the kidneys is to remove what? Urea. So the renal artery is coming in to bring blood which is containing a high amount of urea. So this is the one which needs to be fried. So this one will be high, and once the urine has been removed, the vein will have a low amount. Then the urine will be removed, it will be passed to the ureter, and this one will have a high concentration of urea. So that's why here our correct answer here is B. So renal artery will have high, renal vein will have low, and ureter will have a high concentration. Excellent job, guys. So that is the correct answer. Okay. So all right, next question we have is question number 19. The diagram below shows the blood glucose concentration of a person after a meal rich in starch. Okay, so the meal, we're having the glucose levels increase, then after a while it reduces, increases a bit and reduces. So this is after the meal was finished. So during which period after the meal would the secretion of glucagon begin to rise? Okay. So when will glucagon levels begin to rise? Okay, is it A, 1 to 2 hours? Okay, so here altogether this is our A. B, 2 hours to 3 hours. This is our B. Then C, we have 3 hours to 4 hours altogether. Then D, 5 hours to 6 hours. So when would the secretion of glucagon begin to rise? Yes, guys? Okay, so what you have to remember is that you have to know the function of glucagon. So glucagon is the hormone which is produced when glucose levels are low altogether, and this helps to increase the glucose levels. So glucagon will be produced between 5 to 6 hours, because this is when the glucose levels are lower, so to try and increase the glucose levels. So that's why D here is the correct answer. All right, very good, guys. That was an excellent work. Yes, the correct answer for for 19 is D. So next we'll move on to question number 20. So we have question 20 now. So before we move on I hope everything is clear. We are able to see much, and we're able to actually follow how the lesson is. So let me know if everything is clear so far and everything is moving according to you're able to get me loud and clear. Okay, so I hope I'm not so here this question will involve us moving to 2 slides, so I hope you'll be able to remember the diagram. So the diagram below shows seedlings in an experiment on the tropic response of gravity, of the shoot to gravity and light. All together, this is the experiment on the effect of light. So we have the shoot. After 3 days, we can see the shoot is pointing up, the root is pointing down. Okay, then here the experiment in the dark, the shoot and the root, you can see that after 3 days the root points down and the shoot points up. Okay, the shoot is pointing up. Okay, so let's see what the question is. So the question says, how is the shoot respond? So how has the shoot responded to gravity and to light? Okay, so A, positive to gravity, positive to light, or B, positive to gravity, negative to light, or C, negative to gravity, or positive to what? To light, or D, negative to all responses. So how's the response of the shoot? So A, we have tropic response shown, no tropic response shown. So is there a tropic response to gravity altogether? So A, it has responded to gravity, also responded to gravity. Or B, responded to gravity, it has not responded to light. Or C, it has not responded to gravity, it has responded to what? To light. Or D, no response for both the stimuli. Okay, so 20, what do you think is the option? So here we can see the shoot is responding to light. So this is the correct response. In the dark, again, you can see the shoot is moving up when light is not there. So this is also another what? Response. So here, the correct answer here is A. Excellent job, guys. That is the correct answer for question number 20. All right, moving on to question 21. The diagram below shows part of a reflex arc. We have parts labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So what path is taken by an impulse in the reflex arc? How is the path taken? All together, do we start from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, or B 1 to 2 to 5 to 4, or C 3 to 2 to 5 to 4, or D 4 to 5 to 2 to 3. So this is under the topic the nervous system, and this is under responses. So we have the reflex arc. So this is something you shouldn't be able to forget about. So how is the movement of a reflex action? Yes, guys? Okay. So here the response always know that the response always starts from the sensory neuron. So you have to be able to identify where a sensory neuron is. So a sensory neuron always has it has its nucleus in the ganglion altogether. So this is where we start from. So we start from sensory. So mean that we start from number 3 altogether. Then the sensory neuron will pass on the information to the relay. So from 3 it moves on to here 2, and then from the end of the axon it goes to the relay, which is 5, then to the motor, which is what, 4, then to the motor neuron 9. So the correct answer here is C. It will move from the sensory to the synapse, then from the synapse to the relay, okay, then from the relay to the motor neuron, okay, then motor neuron goes to the muscle where the effect will take what, place. So here the correct answer is what, CI. Very good, guys. That is the correct answer. Okay, next question. Alright, so we are now at question 22. The diagram below shows a section through the human eye. Which part contains the rods and the cones? Okay, so which part will contain the rods and the cones? So we have part A, which is the retina, part B, which is the sclera, part C, which is the optic nerve, part D, which is the choroid. Okay, so which one contains cones and the rods? We are at question 22. So 22, yes, guys. Question 22. Which part of the eye contains rods and cones? Is it A, the retina, or B, the sclera, or C, the optic nerve, or D, the choroid? 21. So yes, very good. The correct answer here is A. So rods and cones are light sensitive cells, and these are found in the retina. So A is the correct answer. So that is where we find our rods and cones. They will be found in the retina. Okay. Next question we have is question 23. I hope the question is clear. What is the function of the structures P, Q, and R? I think this one, we had a question similar to this also on the brain in one of the papers we've looked at. So we have R, we have P, we have QI. So is it A, controlling heartbeat, thinking, controls posture and the balance, or B, controls posture and balance, controls heartbeat or thinking, or C, thinking, controlling heartbeat, controls posture, or D, thinking, controls posture and balance, and controls the heartbeat time? Yes, guys, which one do you think is the correct answer? Okay, so what you have to do is first identify the parts. So R, this is the cerebrium. So it's a cerebrium. P is the cerebellum. And the Q is the medulla oblongata. So that one will be the medulla oblongata. So here, what do you think is the correct answer? Excellent, yes, the correct answer here is B. So the function of the cerebellum is to control posture and the balance. The medulla oblongata is in charge of controlling the heartbeat, altogether salivation, things which we don't think about. Then the cerebellum, this is one is in charge of what? Thinking. So B is the correct what? Answer. Next question is question 24. The diagram below shows 3 different organisms not drawn to scale. We have organism 1, 2, and 3. What type of skeletons are found in these organisms? We have organism 1, organism 2, and 3. Is it A, endoskeleton, exoskeleton, hydrostatic skeleton, or B, endoskeleton, hydrostatic skeleton, exoskeleton, or C, exoskeleton, endoskeleton, hydrostatic skeleton, or D, exoskeleton, hydrostatic skeleton, and the exoskeleton? So we have the goat, we have the insect here, the cockroach, then we have the earthworm. So which skeleton are we going to find? Yes, guys. Very good. Yes, so 24, the goat has an endoskeleton, the skeleton is inside. Insects, the skeleton is outside, so that is an exoskeleton. And earthworms have got a hydrostatic skeleton, a skeleton simply made up of what? Water. So the correct answer is A. Excellent work, guys. That is the correct answer. Next question, we have question 25. The diagram below shows this section of a joint. So this is a synovial joint which we have. Which labeled parts prevents dislocation? All together. So we have A, which is the ligament, B, which is the cartilage, C, synovial fluid, and D, B, which is the bone. So which part prevents dislocation? Yes, 25. Which part prevents dislocation? We have the ligament, A. D is the cartilage between the bones. C is the synovial fluid, and B is the bone. Which part prevents dislocation? Excellent job, guys. Yes, it's ligaments which prevent dislocation. So to keep our bones together from moving apart, it's ligaments which are found in between the bones to prevent dislocation. So A is the correct answer. Excellent job, guys. Very good. Please keep it up. All right. So the next question we have is question 25. So question 25 says the following are events which occur during sexual reproduction in plants. Okay. So we have 1, fusion of the male and female gamete. 2, dispersal of seeds. 3, germination of the pollen grains. 4, transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma. 5, formation of seeds from ovules. Okay, so in which order do these events occur? So is it A, 5 to 4 to 3 to 2 to 1, or B, 4 to 3 to 1 to 5 to 2, or C, 3 to 5 to 4 to 2 to 1, or D, 2 to 1 to 4 to 5 to 3? Yes, guys? Which one do you think is the correct answer here? How is the sequence? This is under reproduction in flowering plants. Okay, so for 26, we will always start with the pollination. So pollination will be the first sequence, transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma. So this one will be our number 1. So once the pollen lands on the stigma, so if this is our anther, okay, so next we are going to have the pollen moving and landing on the the stigma. Once the pollen lands on the stigma, it will absorb water and start germinating. So this one will be our number 2 altogether. So once the pollen tube germinates, it will reach the ovule, where fertilization will take place. It will fertilize the egg cell. So next we are going to have fusion of the male and female nuclei. So this one will be our number 3. Then after fertilization has taken place, the ovules will then develop into seeds. So this one will be our number 4. Then once the seeds have matured, then seed dispersal will take place. So the correct answer here is what? We started with our 4. So the correct answer is B. Excellent job, guys. We all got that one correct. Well done. So that is the correct sequence. Well done, guys. So at least we are studying on our fertilization in flowering plants. So this is something which is normally overlooked, but it's good to know that you guys are following and reading to ensure that you know all the topics at hand. Okay, so next question, we go on to question number 27. What type of asexual reproduction is illustrated in the following diagram? So we have the amoeba. Then the amoeba grows and then it splits into daughter amoebae. So A, binary fusion. B, budding. C, fragmentation. D, spore formation. So what type of asexual reproduction is being shown by the amoeba? Yes, guys, what's the correct answer for 27? So the amoeba here, when the cell divides into two equal cells, this is what is known as the binary fusion. So yes, the correct answer here is A. Well done, guys. That is the correct answer. So the amoeba reproduce asexually by binary fusion. Budding is for yeast, fragmentation is for the planaria worms altogether, then spore formation is for fungi. Okay, next question we have is question 28. So question 28 says the diagram shows the female reproductive system and we have a part labeled X. What is the function of part labeled X? Okay, is it A, hormone secretion and implantation, or B, production of gametes and the hormone secretion, or C, production of gametes and implantation, or D, site for fertilization and the ovulation by sperms? So what is the function of part X? Yes, guys? So what's the function of part X? So part X is the ovary altogether, and the function of the ovary is to produce the ovum, which is the egg cell altogether. So it's in charge of gamete production. Then apart from that, it's able to secrete the hormones, progesterone and the estrogen. So it's a site for also hormone production. So the correct answer here is what? B. Excellent job, guys. So our answer is B for question 28 time. Okay, next question we have is question 29. What type of reproduction and which type of cell division produces nuclei with half the number of chromosomes? So which type? We are looking at the type of reproduction and the type of cell division. So there are two parts here. So type of reproduction: A, asexual meiosis, B, asexual mitosis, or C, sexual meiosis, or D, sexual mitosis. Okay, 29. Which one is the correct answer? So what type of reproduction and type of cell division produces half the number of chromosomes? Yes, guys? 29. What is the type? Is it A, asexual and meiosis, or B, asexual mitosis, or C, sexual and meiosis, or D, sexual and mitosis? Excellent job, guys. Yes. So sexual reproduction is the one which will actually produce occurs, and we have meiosis taking place where we have half the number of what chromosomes. So the correct answer here is C. Excellent job. All right, very good, guys. Okay. Next question, we go to question 30. So we are now only remaining with the 10 questions. So let's make sure we now equalize and get the remaining 10 so that we don't leave any out time. All right. Okay, so we are halfway through. I hope the sound is okay. So far so good. No any break in transmission, and hope we are following the lesson so far. Okay. All right, so back to our question. The diagram below shows a woman's menstrual cycle. Excuse me. On which day is intercourse most likely to result in the female becoming what? Pregnant. So we have menstruation from day 1 to day 5. We have A, B, C, and D. So where can fertilization woman become pregnant? Yes, question 30. Excellent job. Yes, the correct answer here is C, because ovulation will take place at day what? 14. So that is when the egg cell will be available. So when the egg cell is available and intercourse occurs, then the sperm cell has a higher chance of fertilizing the egg cell. So that will lead to what? Pregnancy. So the correct answer here is what? C. Okay. Next question, 31. What is the advantage of passive immunity? Is it A, it gives immediate protection, B, it lasts longer than active immunity, or C, it makes the antibodies very quickly, or D, it makes the white blood cells produce antibodies. So we are talking about passive immunity. What is the advantage of passive immunity? Is it A, it gives immediate protection, B, it lasts longer than active immunity, or C, it makes antibodies very quickly, or D, it makes the white blood cells produce antibodies? Yes guys, passive immunity. So passive immunity is where the body receives already made the antibodies. So when the antibodies are already given, that gives immediate protection. Very good. Yes, the correct answer here is A. It gives immediate protection. Very good guys. So unfortunately, passive immunity does not last longer. So this one, the antibodies will quickly leave the body. So it's active immunity which lasts longer. Passive immunity is short lived time. So that's why here A is the correct answer. So we have A the correct answer. Okay. So next question we have is question 32. So why is a cholera patient given oral rehydration salts, ORS, oral rehydration salts? Why do we give a patient ORSI? So A, to help prevent dehydration of the body. B, to increase antibodies and salts. C, to prevent the cholera bacteria from multiplying. Or D, to remove cholera bacteria from the intestines. So why is ORS given? Yes guys. Very good. Yes, so ORS is given to prevent dehydration. So that's why we give ORS. So this one will actually be given to help prevent dehydration of the body, because the cholera patient will be constantly vomiting and have watery diarrhea. So they've got a chance of them dying from dehydration. So that's why ORS is given, because it will replace the water and also replace the salts which are lost through vomiting and the severe diarrhea. So that's why it's important to always give ORS to a person who's having severe diarrhea and vomiting. Okay. Next question we have is question 33. The following is a food chain. We have a mopani tree, then we have caterpillar, we have small birds, and we have an owl. So in this food chain, which population has the largest biomass and which has the largest population size? Okay, so here we have largest biomass and large population size. So A, the owl and mopani tree, or B, the owl, small bird, or C, mopani tree and caterpillar, or D, mopani tree and the owl. So we are looking for a population which has the largest biomass and which one has the largest population size. Which one is the biggest, more heavy, and which one are more in this food chain? So the largest biomass, of course, will be the tree, because trees are much heavier. Then when you look at the organisms, the one which you are going to find a lot are actually going to be the caterpillar. So the correct answer here is CI. So the largest organism in this food chain is the tree, and the one which has more organisms is the caterpillar. So that is the ones we refer to as Ifinkubala, or maybe Shimu. I don't know other languages what you call it. So let me know, especially the mopani worms. Those are the ones, either the brown ones or the black ones. They're the ones which feed on the mopani tree. Okay. All right. Next question, we have question 4. So here, question 34. Which part of the carbon cycle involves the release of energy from food substances in living organisms? Okay, release of energy from food substances altogether. Is it A, fossil fuels giving carbon dioxide, or C, carbon dioxide going into organic carbon compounds into green plants, or B, green organic compounds and animals giving back carbon dioxide, or is it D, carbon compounds moving from plants to animals? So which one is showing the release of energy from food substances in living organisms? Yes. Which one is showing the release of energy? Yes, guys. So here, the first thing you're supposed to just understand is ask yourself what is happening here. So the question is saying release of energy from food. So the process which enables us to release energy from food is the respiration. Right? So the process is simply asking you to say which stage in the carbon cycle is respiration. Altogether. So respiration is actually D, where plants and animals are giving out carbon dioxide. So B is actually the correct answer. Okay, so that is where respiration is. So this question again, we answered it later on, but the examiners have just twisted it a bit. Instead of asking you to say which one is respiration, they've just said which stage is releasing food from energy. So be able to know what the examiner is asking you all the time. Right? Otherwise, this was a very good question, but otherwise we've been looking at the carbon cycle even in the previous videos. So that is the correct answer, which is the BI. Okay, very good. Okay, so that was a fun question. I hope you enjoyed that question. All right, so moving on to question 35. So question 35 says a gardener planted some vegetables in a garden on the banks of the stream as shown in the diagram. So this is the garden here. We have our garden here. Okay, at first the vegetables grew well, but after a while they died. So which of the labeled sources of pollution is most likely to cause the death of the vegetables? Okay, so we have A, the railway line. We have C, the factory. B, we have farmers spraying fields with pesticides to kill insects. Then we have D, we have the sewage works, and this is the direction of the flow of the stream. It's going this direction. So where did we have the pollution which killed the vegetables for this poor farmer? So especially most of us here, if you go maybe to areas where we have a lot of our brothers, most of them are just growing gardens by the riverside. So very few are actually able to afford the tractors and have big farms like at Sisamba there. That is where we find the boers. So hopefully one day we'll also make it one day in Africa where we'll see our fellow Zambians having bigger farms, not just where we are doing gardens. All right, back to the question. Sorry, let me not get carried away. So where is the pollution coming from? Very good. Yes, it's coming from the factory. Yes, so the factory here is the one which is producing chemicals which have ended up killing the garden, because the pesticides here are just there to kill insects. So that would have caused maybe the fish maybe to die, but the plants would still be okay. So here the waste is coming from the factory. So the correct answer there is CI. Very good job, guys. Okay. All right. So next question we have is 36. So which of the following correctly identifies the distribution of earthworms in the given types of soil? So I have three types of soil. We have clay, we have loam, and sandy. So is it A? In clay we have few, loam few, sandy many. Or B? We are going to have few in clay, many in loam, and few in sand. Or C? Many in clay, few in loam, and D? Many in sandy soil. Or D? Many in clay, many in loam, and few in sand. So where are we going to have this distribution of earthworms? 36. Yes, guys. Okay, very good, very good. Yes, so loam soil is the one which is going to have the most amount of earthworms, but the distribution is going to be low in clay and sandy soil. So clay won't have a lot of earthworms because the soil is compact altogether. Then apart from that, it is actually does not have a lot of water inside. So water retention is actually high, does not seep through in sand soil. The water easily runs out. So the correct answer here is B. Okay, so our answer here is B. So we are going to have few in clay, many in loam, because this is the one we use for farming, and in sand we are going to have very little earthworms. So the correct answer here is B. Well done, guys. That is the correct answer. Okay. Next we have question 37 under genetics. A pure breeding white mouse was crossed with a pure breeding black mouse. All the offspring were black, so we get all black. So white crossed with black, we get all white. Then one of the offspring was bred with a pure breeding white mouse. They produce 10 baby mice. What are the most likely colors of these mice? So let's do the cross. So we've been doing the same crosses. So this is still a monohybrid cross, Yes, guys. Waiting. Let's do our cross. So is it A? We are going to have black and 5 black, 5 white, or B, 8 white, 2 black, or C, all black, or D, all white. Yes, guys. All right. So we have a pure white, pure black. Then all offspring are black. So this tells us that black is what? Dominant. So we have small b to represent the pure white close with the pure black altogether, which is the homozygous. So when we cross, okay, we are going to get b, small b. We cross again, so small b, cross again, b with the b, then cross again, b with the small b. Then the question says we get one offspring. We get one of these and cross with the white one. So we get one, which is the heterozygous B, cross with a white one, which will be small b, small b. So what are we going to get? We have B. Again, we cross. We have B. And we cross again, small b, cross again, small b, small b. So we are going to have 2 black and 2 white. Okay, so this tells us that here we have a ratio of 1 to 1. So mean that most likely we are going to have 5 black and 5 white. So the correct answer here is what? A. Did we get that one? Excellent job, guys. So the correct answer for 37 is actually A. Did we get it? All right. So sorry for the messy writing. So don't forget, I always emphasize pure breed and pure breed. Pure breed recessive and pure breed dominant will give you a dominant trait. So you're going to see dominant, which will be heterozygous. Then when you cross heterozygous with the homozygous recessive, it's 1 to 1 altogether. Then when you cross heterozygous, you get a 3 to 1 ratio. So don't forget those 3 crosses. Those are the fundamental crosses under genetics, the Mendelian crosses. So you have to look at, so the same way we say toe tree, toe plant, or toe plant. Toe plus toe, 3 to 1. Toe plus short, heterozygous, gives us a 1 to 1 ratio. All right, that's very good. All right, so I hope we got that one. Don't worry again. So the more we practice, the more we are going to get it. Very good, guys. So we move on to another genetics question. This is 38. The diagram below shows the inheritance of albinism in a family. Albinism is caused by a recessive allele. So we have here normal albino male. Okay, the shaded one is a normal male. The shaded one is a normal female. The clear one is albino female. So what are the genotypes for the parents 1 and 2? Now together. So normal parents have albino male, so an albinism, albino female, and a normal child. So what are the genotypes of the parents? Is it A, homozygous dominant, or B, homozygous dominant and heterozygous dominant, or C, heterozygous and heterozygous, or D, homozygous? Yes, guys? Very good. So you got this one correct, eh? So this one, yes. So the parents, these are normal. So mean that this one will have a capital A, a capital AI. So now when they have an albino child, mean that they have a small a and this small a. This one will have small a, small a. So for this to have the small a's, it means that this one came from this parent. This one came from this parent. So this one will be A and the A. All together. Then they have a normal child. So for normal child, it can be A or A small a. So that's why whenever you're dealing with a genetic cross, always start with the recessive, because the recessive one, we're already going to know that these ones are homozygous. But for the dominant, it's difficult to tell whether it's pure breed or it's a hybrid. So that is how you should be able to tell. So the correct answer is this C. Well done, guys. That is very good. I can see we are following now. All right, still on genetics. Which of the following genetic disorder is an example of chromosome mutation? Is it A, albinism, B, color blindness, or C, Down syndrome, or D, sickle cell anemia? (39) Yes, guys. Which one is a chromosomal mutation? Which one is a chromosomal mutation? Excellent, guys. Yes, it's Down syndrome. Very good. This one is caused by having an extra chromosome 21. So this is a trisomy where a person now is born with the 47 chromosomes altogether, because they've got an extra pair 21. Very good, guys. So that is the chromosome mutation. The rest of these mutations are gene mutations. Okay, moving on to the last one. I hope you are ready now. So we have now question 40, which is again on genetics. It seems this question at the last questions were all genetics. So which of the following? So the following are some of the details of John's medical report. So 1, blood group O, 2, height 1.8 meters, 3, weight 81 kgs, 4, sex male. So what types of variations match these details? So we have continuous variation and discontinuous variation. So which ones are continuous and which ones are discontinuous variations? So is it A, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, or B, 2 and 3, 1 and 4, or C, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, or D, 4 and 1, 2 and 3? Yes, guys? Yes, guys? So what you have to remember is that when you talk about this type of variations, we have continuous and discontinuous. So discontinuous are clear cut. Either you have this group and this group. But continuous variation, you are going to have a range altogether. So the ones which are discontinuous, which are clear cut, are blood groups altogether. So if blood groups are clear cut, you can either be group A, group B, group AB, or group what, or Y. So this is clear cut groups. So blood group is a discontinuous variation. Then the other one is sex. You can either be male or female. So you have either you belong to a group of male or you belong to a group of what, female. That is discontinuous what, variation. Now when you come to height, you see people normally the heights will normally be varying. If you say no, you group people who are tall, people who are short. Even in a group of people who are tall, you're going to find one who will be taller than the other person. Even when you group short people, even in short people, you're going to have a taller person than the other one. So that's why you have ranges. So also weight will also vary. Some will be 80 kgs. There are so many people with different weights. So that's why here our correct answer is B altogether. So Continuous variation is 2 and 3. Okay, then discontinuous is 1 and 4. So that is the correct answer. So the correct answer is B. Well done, guys. Glad to see you were able to follow and you did very, very well. Very good, guys. Really enjoyed your company and enjoyed your energy. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Really enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys will be able to at least support me more. Please join the group so that we are able to actually pay more and able to afford more lessons like this. So otherwise, it's through your contributions on monthly basis which enable us to work like this. Otherwise, these were the questions to biology paper 1 for the year 2014. Yeah, very good. Yeah, 2014. Sorry, almost forgot. Seems I'm also running tired. Okay, so these were the questions. In case you have any questions, you feel free to always leave them in the comment section below. So otherwise, thank you so much, guys, for joining me this evening. Happy to see and really enjoyed all the energy you are giving in the chat box. Otherwise, really following and seeing that you're following and you are seeing how after doing so many papers so far, things are becoming more clear and you're able to see how questions are coming and how most of the questions might just be tweaked a bit because the topics are still the same. So let's make sure we practice and we know the concepts. So for now, I'll say good night. I'll see you again tomorrow, same time, all together. Make sure we are there. So paper 2, we'll start looking at them next week. So I'd planned that for our course, we'll start with the first 2 weeks. We'll do paper 1. When we're done with paper 1, we'll now move to paper 2. So we are almost winding up. So right now we are at 2014. So tomorrow's paper will lead us closer to 2019 up to the current date paper. Then we shift and move to paper 2. Okay. All right. Thank you so much once again and enjoy the rest of your evening.